Hello and welcome to Movie Smashers Episode 1. I'm Mark Laster and this is... Do say your name.
Oh, Eric, nice to meet you.
Well, our first movie we're going to view is Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the animated movie.
What are you talking about, girl?
What are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I'm texting this chick.
Dude, you stop. We're filming. Okay, the movie came out and...
Oh, hey girl, you show me them things.
What the hell are you doing?
What?
Who are you talking to?
Man, I'm just texting. Just calm down.
What are you texting?
Calm down, alright? God! God. What? Ah!
Come on, let's do this!
We're reviewing Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
That's good.
It came out in 2008, and it's a sci-fi action film.
Keep going.
And it was originally intended to bridge the gap between Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. It was to draw inspiration from the 2003 to 2005 cartoon Star Wars: Clone Wars. This movie, it picks up after that series and runs with it.
Good. The reception of the film was generally received with negative reviews from critics, receiving only about 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, the worst of all other Star Wars movies, by well over 40%. That is including The Phantom Menace. Today we will give you our own review of Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Part 1! Overall! Star Wars: The Clone Wars is not your stereotypical Star Wars.
Running about 90 minutes long,
It is by far the shortest Star Wars film
ever made. The plot revolves around a mission given to Anakin and his new Padawan Ahsoka to find Jabba the Hutt's kidnapped son.
Along the way, we are treated to amazing lightsaber battles.
Enough flashy effects to put the Orient in a seizure-induced coma.
And to top it all off, the best slapstick humor the mighty droid army has to offer. You know what? I really can't do all of this peppy stuff.
We keep going. But is the movie so bad as people say?
Well, 90 minutes of pure seizure-inducing wonder later, we have an answer for you.
The answer is a resounding... maybe.
The story itself feels rushed.
It feels like something made to launch a TV series, but not give the fans what they really wanted: the Star Wars movies.
It felt like a minor league movie that didn't help to further the war or our understanding of the Star Wars universe.
The movie flopped between knowing if it was a children or adults film.
It went from scenes of rather dark action to droids falling, exclaiming in fun voices.
Old George has the idea.
Children love simulated violence that can make them laugh. Part 2! Presentation! So, this movie takes what episodes 1 through 3 taught us and builds upon it.
That you can make an amazing movie with nothing more than flashy special effects and lots of lightsabers.
Now, I know that seems like we're being really negative towards the movie,
Yeah.
but we aren't trying to be. To be fair, the movie does look really, really pretty. It sparkles and shines like Edward's jewel-encrusted chest.
No! No, we are not bringing Twilight into this! I myself thought the animation was not that bad. A lot of movie critics would say that this animation was terrible. Note, Count Dooku's beard. Shut up. While not perfect, what animation is? I thought it had the right amount of detail, and it was very pretty to look at. And the characters can actually show emotion in their eyes. And remember, the eyes are the windows to the person's soul. It is also generally believed that the fighting scenes were very stiff and robotic. My comeback to that is that with that kind of art style, it is limited. They did their best with what they had. That's not to say that they couldn't have chosen a different style, or put a little bit more effort.
Part 3! Characters! Alright, first off, let's talk about the main character behind Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Samuel L. Jackson! Also known as Mace Windu. He appears in this movie for a grand total of 5 minutes. Yet again, Jackson is thrown into a Star Wars movie for no other reason than to have his name in the credits and to bring in a bigger crowd. But seriously, this time around, the main characters of Anakin and Obi-Wan are voiced by two different people from their live-action counterparts. This isn't immediately apparent in Obi-Wan's voice, but it's painfully obvious in Anakin's.
And the weird thing is, it's better.
Both of them, however, do a good job of filling the roles handed down to them. Obi-Wan's dry comedy is a very good break from the slapstick humor of the droids, while Anakin's dark undertones really helps push the film into a more adult venue.
The thing that pisses me off is that Yoda is on the main cover, and he doesn't have one action scene. Not one action scene! What was the point of him being in the movie? He seemed to be just to attract the Yoda crowd and midgets. Why not? That's all he really seemed to be there for.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's not. It's just.
It's okay. It's
This is
okay.
Yoda we're talking about, the Grand Master.
Hold on. Are you okay? Are you ready? You should compose yourself. Are you sure? I mean, this is a really big thing. Can you handle yourself?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Sure?
I can do this,
Do
dude.
you need me to kiss you?
No.
Sure?
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Now let's talk about something that didn't piss me off.
There was something that didn't piss you off?
I know. I was actually very surprised. Usually in movies, I'm always pissed off. Anakin's Padawan, Ahsoka, named Snips for her sippy attitude. I thought she was actually a very well-developed character. She doesn't fall into the trap of being a useless female. Note, Princess Peach and Bella Swan.
I thought we weren't bringing Twilight into this.
Oh, shit!
Hold on.
No!
Let me get the blanket!
No!
Let me get the blanket!
At least mine is actual criticism!
Fine.
She actually is a very strong, competent, and relatable character. She also has a very childish attitude that really makes you want to like her.
Now, let's talk about the bad guys. Returning for another movie is the epic villain. That's right, you guessed it, Darth Vader.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. It's Count Dooku. The only thing Count Dooku is really got going for him is the fact that he's voiced by Christopher Lee. The only man that I would ever ask to make sweet, sweet love to me.
I thought you loved me!
No, Mark. I don't love you. You love me. And the only reason you do is for my money and my amazing good looks.
Talking about Dark Lord isn't enough. Now we have to talk about his apprentice, Ventress, the albino homicidal chick. We have no clue about unless you watch the cartoon of Clone Wars, the show that aired years ago. Yeah, remember that? I don't. Her character says she wants to revenge against the Jedi. Without having seen the original cartoon, we can't understand why. If we leave that out, she's really nothing more than a placeholder villain with little personality. Oh hey, you're back.
Yeah. I'm still mad at you. I really don't want to do this. And lastly, there's Zero the Hutt. What's cool about Zero the Hutt? Nothing. He's a Glamtron version of Jabba the Hutt with some questionable sexual orientation. That's it.
Part 4! Summation!
Star Wars The Clone Wars is an interesting addition to the Star Wars franchise.
The plot is lacking and very straightforward.
The characters are about as interesting as their animations, meaning you either love it or hate it.
The sound is pretty good, though it deviates from the original Star Wars sounds.
The film flip-flops between being an adult action film to being a child Saturday morning cartoon.
From a clone trooper saying, "Damn!"
To a soulless droid saying, "Oh my god!"
We are given some firsts for the Star Wars universe.
Overall, it doesn't live up to the original movies, but what really does?
This movie isn't terrible, it's just alright.
But isn't that what a really bad movie is?
It isn't so good that we'll always remember it, but it isn't so bad that we'll always want to critique it.
It's just one of those movies that falls by the wayside and is quickly forgotten.
It isn't bad, but it isn't good, so for the reason we give it a 5 out of 10.
Is it a must-see for the masses?
No.
But if you want a little more Star Wars, or a nice movie to watch in the background while you're getting on with your girl,
Then we say, yes! This is Mark
and Eric,
from Movie Smashers.
until
Till
next time.
Yay!
Point where it's like la di da di da, la di da, la di da di da.
Who are you talking to?
Man, you got tits on me.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
I'm supposed to do that.
That was really together. Ah! My face looked really weird just then.
Now come do the gag, and it will be like in my mouth.
Ah! Ah!
Stop that.
Ah!
Stop it, it's weird. You're making me physically uncomfortable.
You
You know it's recording, right?
Yeah, I know.